Good morning, children. Hope you are safe at home. Today, let's do a poem called After School. First, let's read the poem together, children. Although we like to go to school, we are rather glad to put away our books and slates and other things when it is over for the day. And off we go to play and romp, while teacher, who is good and kind, is left behind all by herself. But then, perhaps, she doesn't mind. Now let's read it line by line and understand the meaning of this poem. This poem is a situation of a classroom when school is over, where all the children are all excited to pack up and go back home, and they say bye to their teacher. So when the children leave for home, the teacher is left alone in the classroom. Now let's read line by line and understand its meaning. Although we like to go to school, we are rather glad to put away our books and slates and other things when it is over for the day. So here the children are saying, we all love to go to school, but we also wait for the last period when the bell rings and we have to pack up all our things and go back home. So, though they like to go to school, they also like to go back home after school. And when that bell rings, what do? You put away all your things in your school bag and take everything and be ready to go for home. So when your school day gets over, you're all packed to leave for your house. Now let's read the next stanza. And off we go to play and romp, while teacher, who is good and kind, is left behind all by herself. But then, perhaps she doesn't mind. Here, the meaning of romp is when you play with lot of energy or when you play roughly. So when you're all packed and you're leaving for home, you're so excited that school is over. You're so excited to go home. And when you walk with your friends, you go playing around, start pushing each other, playing with each other. This is all in fun and excitement. And you say bye to your teacher, who is very good and kind. And she stands at the door and says bye to all of you. And then when all have exited the school, the teacher is left all alone in the classroom. But she doesn't mind because even she has to unwind. Even she has to pack all her things. So she gets the time to do all her work, leave for home. And in that time, she can also prepare for the next day to return back to school. Now let's answer these questions from the poem. What do the children do when school is over for the day? The children go to play and romp when school is over for the day. Who is left behind in school? The teacher is left behind in school. What is the teacher like? The teacher is good and kind. In question number 2, you have to write down the answer on your own. What do you feel when you leave home to go on a visit to another town. Write about it in 2 to 3 lines. So when you're leaving your house and you have to go to another town just for a visit, what feelings do you have? Different people will have different kinds of feelings. For example, some will be excited, some happy, some will feel sad to leave their house and friends. Some will be nervous to go to a new place, and some find it very boring to travel. So, what feelings do you have when you leave your house to visit a new place? Write in around 2 to 3 lines. And in the third question, you have to interview your teacher with the help of the following questions. Now, you are at home, so you do not meet your teacher. But whenever you meet her, you can ask her these questions and get your answers. What work does the teacher do at the beginning of the school year? So, when we go to a new class at the start of the school year, what all work does the teacher do? How does she prepare for that? What work does she do when she arranges the picnic? There are so many children to take care of in the picnic. So how does she prepare for this picnic? What all does she have to do? What work does the teacher do when she conducts examinations? When you have your exams in school, you go and answer your paper. But your teacher has to put in a lot of effort and be all ready for you to answer that exam. So you have to ask your teacher what all she does to prepare for the examination. Then you can ask her, what does she like best about your class? Each teacher will have their own feelings. And lastly, you can ask her what improvements would she like to see in your class. Improvements means what nice changes or better things would she want to see in your class. By knowing this answer, you all as a class can make these changes and make your teacher happy and proud. So please conduct this interview with your teacher whenever you meet her. That is all for today, children. Thank you and have a nice day.